we're talking about mental health, mental wellness, and there is one challenge. I want to end this talk with that challenge, and that is people are not really vocal about mental health, about their emotional struggle, about what they're actually facing. So, for the people who are talking about mental health for the first time, how do you think they should open up? How do you think they should help themselves?
Okay. I'll again take a bit of a lead from Mahabharata itself.
Please do it.
Yeah. Opening up about mental health is absolutely essential
Right.
because unlike physical health where the signs and symptoms are visible, if there's a bruise on my hand or if I'm unable to walk properly,
It's evidently
evident. So you don't have to say it out.
Yeah.
But mental health is not like that. Unless you say it out, unless you express, it's very difficult for people to recognize and realize that you are in need of a help. So you must express it. But the problem is you should know whom to go and talk to. If it is a wrong choice, if it is wrong people, then it becomes a dynamics between Karna and Duryodhana. Right? The other person might make a use of it.
Got it.
The other person who is untrained, who doesn't know what is mental health, will not know what's happening with you, and they might give you wrong suggestions. They might
even disregard what we are feeling. I think that is one of the biggest challenge when it comes. I'm feeling something very which I'm not able to take it, and somebody's like, that's nothing.
Exactly. They either trivialize or they'll try to say, come on, let's go for this and everything will be fine. That's how a lot of people end up with substances, right? They think that's the answer for all the problem. Just have one peg, you'll be fine. Right? So that it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
So therefore, opening up is really essential in mental health, but with whom you go and talk to matters a lot.
Got it.
So that is the learning from Karna's thing. Expressing with people like Krishna is what is important. That doesn't mean you will have to go to a teacher and get all preachings done. But what I'm trying to say is you need to have that bond. You need to have that, that what we call in our psychological terms is therapeutic alliance, right? The relationship, the empathic bond that you have is very, very important. So my request or suggestion of whatever you call it is really important to open up yourself to a right person, because their guidance or their feedback will have a greater impact on you.
Got it. So opening up is important, and opening up to the right person is much more important.
Yes.
Thank you for this answer. So my closing question to you would be, there are a lot of viewers who might be viewing this right now as struggling something very deeply. Emotionally, they are in a very low phase. And they might have got a lot of help from our talk, from you.
I hope so.
So my question, or my rather request, would be, what would you say? What is your message to everybody who's struggling right now? To everyone who's actually in a very low phase, who don't know what to do? Should they express? Should they not? Or how do they deal with this? What is your message to them? How do you help them, or how do you help us help those people who are in need?
Right. Again, this is a story from Mahabharata. This is called a upakatha.
Okay.
Right? Where on the bank of a river, one day it will be flooded. It's a flooded area, and a tall standing tree, which is say some 300-400 years old, will fall down because of the flood, and it gets washed away.
Got it.
And the grass on the bank of the river will stand together, will stand strong, and it will never get washed away. So the tree says, oh, how did you manage to stay back? You're so weak. You're after all a grass, but I am a 300-year-old tree, but I was washed away by this river flood. And then the grass says, what is important in life is to be flexible. If you stand straight always, and if you don't want to change to anything in life, the result is you will be washed away. If you know how to be flexible, if you know how to be grounded, rooted, and get connected with everyone around you, you can survive even in a situation like this. So I feel That is what we all have to keep in mind. Let us be flexible. There is no point in sticking to something, no matter how important or how valuable it is. That doesn't mean you should be manipulative. Yeah, it
There's a
doesn't.
difference.
Yeah, there's a difference. That doesn't mean you will have to give up all your ideologies and philosophies. But what is important is to know how to adapt yourself.
Maybe tweak it here and there so that
Yes,
we can
yes.
be flexible.
Being mindful of that moment, understanding the need of the day, and then say, you adjust yourself. I think that is what is really important today. Um, we have to be connected like grass. We all have to be grounded like grass. If you know your roots, if you know your strength, if you know where to hold on to, I think that helps us a lot.
I think your answer would have given some sort of light to people who are in darkness, as I mentioned in the beginning of the episode, would have anchored the wavy mind to some sort of stability. And I think this episode would make sense, would make meaning to a lot of people. So, to everybody who is struggling, just know this too shall pass, and be flexible enough to travel in the right ways, and just know mental health matters. That was the whole idea, and I hope this episode is some sort of help to you. And thank you so much, Doctor, for being here. This has been a very insightful talk with you. We will have much more talks with Joe, because we are not just going to let him go with just a mere talk. We want more of him. Thank you so much for coming to the podcast, sir. Thank you, viewers.